Hello, this is Mayor Trainboy again, and this video shows what I have bought from the Rocky Mountain Toy Train Show at the Fordham Museum this year. And in this video, we will be taking a look at one of these items, which is Double Trouble, and the other one is a mysterious one. Now here that I'm kicking off with the first item that I have first bought, and this is a Trackmaster Talking Gordon. And it cost me about $5. It has a tag on it with the letters D and R, and I'm not really sure what it means. I don't know what it stands for, I should say. And there was a bit of hair right around the end of the coupling rod on the rear wheel. And after taking the old worn out batteries out and placing the fresh new ones in, it still runs really well. Next, here's a Tomy and Trackmaster Henry that also cost $5. On it, it has a tag that says new battery and another one that says runs excellent. And they were right. It still runs really well and the battery doesn't need to be changed. Also, one unusual thing is that the coupling rods on this Henry that I've bought are colored gray. Usually they are colored white. You see, I've been trying to get another Trackmaster Henry like this one to make a homemade big city engine, and I didn't want to use my other one. Next up are 6 Thomas tank models, and we'll be kicking off with the biggest one, and it cost $5 also. This is the Let's Go Thomas train, and this is what I've always wanted back in 2009, and I had finally got one. Since this was a used toy, one of the eyebrows has been scraped off, but I can make a new one to match the other one, because I know this makes the face look really odd looking. Also, when I have turned it on, it didn't seem to be working. This made me think that some batteries have to be changed, but when I have opened it up to the battery compartment, I have discovered that there are no batteries. Well, after I got some batteries in, it seemed to do absolutely nothing. Even when I tried turning it back on. But then...
Hello, I'm Thomas.
After I finally got him to work, I decided to give him a try by saying something to him.
Hello, Thomas.
If you'd like to go on an adventure, say, let's go, Thomas.
Let's go, Thomas.
Great. Full steam ahead.
Next up here we have something that I was lucky to come across, and it's a Thomas whistle that I got for $4. And as you can see, it's bigger than my small Thomas whistle. But although the shapes are the same except for their sizes, and the detailing in the faces are the same, part of the color and the eyes. But both of them have different sounds. The small one sounds like this, and the big one that I've bought sounds like this. Next up, a Tomy Thomas that I have got for $4. And of course, this looks different than the other Thomases that we see today. This, being a used model, had a few damages. A piece on the running board is broken, and this one too on one side, and the body shell had a crack in it, and the motor was covered in hair. But luckily I was able to glue the cracks in and dust off the motor. Although when I have put a new battery in, it was struggling going down the tracks. This made me think that the gear in the wheel is broken, but I was able to fix that. Next up is something that you might remember seeing long ago, and this one's a very curious, mysterious Thomas model. It had cost me $3. If I have to guess, this looks like a wooden and take-along Thomas put together. As we take a look at the sets of wheels, the middle one moves up and down, and I think that's because when it goes up hills. And speaking of the wheels, they look like the same used on the wooden railway models, and the magnetic couplings are the same used on the take-along models. Underneath there is a magnet which is halfway to the front. And like I said, I'm not really sure what this Thomas model really is. But if you know what this really is and what range it is in, just leave a comment below. Here's a take-along paint splatter Thomas that I got for $3. I was really interested in this take-along Thomas. I don't have the paint tanker that comes with it, but I'm sure I'll be able to find it. But I can't make that many promises on it. Here's another take-along Thomas, but this one is metallic. I've been looking for one of these that has this kind of shiny paint. It also cost me $3. And although to me the paint looks kind of similar to the Earl Metallic Thomas. Now since we've left that last Thomas model, here is something else that I was also lucky to come across. It's a Lionel James, and it cost me $90. You see, I've been looking for these kind of engines instead of the RC versions because the RC ones have CGI faces. Next, here's a Trackmaster Billy that I got for $5 also. If you have been watching my videos, you'll know I already have a Trackmaster Billy, and I have no idea why I bought another one. It's just because the stickers on the old one are ruined, and I felt like painting it to make it look better until I found another one which is in good condition, and it has a white motor since the old one has a black motor. On it also has a tag that says new battery, and after I took the tape off the switch, it already has a battery in it, and it runs very well. And finally is a Tomy and Trackmaster Splatter that I got for $5 also. I don't yet have Dodge. It also has a tag that says new battery, but when I turn it on, it made me think that the battery has to be changed. And once I've put in the new battery in, it ran really well. Also, I was able to clean the gunk off of him. That's all I bought from the Toy Train show this year, and stay tuned for a new Thomas & Friends remake that I'm gonna do. And until next time, goodbye.